this video, we are working on transitions. So let's just think about how you move from one pose to another and not just getting into the final position without thinking of the movement from one pose to the next. Let's start in a cat position, loosen up the spine. On your hands and knees, hands on the shoulders, knees under the hips. Tuck your tummy in and pull the shoulder blades away from the ears. Take a moment there. Feel your hands or your fingers, including your thumb, stretching out and pressing down while you feel like you're being lifted away from the hands. Belly's in and the shoulder blades back. No tension in the chest or neck. Inhale to arch. Feel those back muscles working. Exhale, scoop the belly in. Feel the back curve up towards the sky. Inhale again. Exhale. Breathing in and out. One more time, inhale and exhale. Come back to center. Let's come into our downward dog. Tuck your toes, tuck your tummy in, keeping your back flat. Lift your knees. Pull your hips back and up away from the palms which are stuck to the floor. Stretch out your back, and if you can keep your back straight, you straighten the knees. Otherwise it's okay to keep the knees slightly bent. Right, let's just start with a high lunge. Soften your knees, look to your hands, take your right foot forward, your knee above the ankle. If the foot doesn't get there, use your hands to help you. So take a moment there, all the toes down, straighten your left leg and open up your chest, feel your back muscles. From here, you lift up smoothly, tuck that tummy in, tuck your tail under. You can bend your left knee as much as you need, heel up, shoulders back and down. Alright, so we don't start with the head, we just think of lifting your ribs up away from the hips and arch back. Pull the shoulder blades away from the ears, stretching your nose and the center of your chest about the same angle. Keep your hips as square as possible. Take another breath here. Come back upright. Right, now what we do here is you straighten your left leg, fold forward, keep the right knee above the ankle or less behind if you need to. Stretch forward, shoulder blades back. Think of your chest turning towards the right side, left hand down. Turn your chest to the right side. Keep the right knee above the ankle and the left leg straight. And you pull your shoulder blades into the spine. Don't just pull the arms back. You want your chest to turn, you want your left ribs to move towards your thigh. So we try to use our legs to hold us, so we can bring the left hand outside the right thigh. Or if you prefer, palms together, elbows on the outside of the thigh, press into the palms and turn your chest a little more so the center of your chest comes towards the hands. Hands down, and you step back into downward facing dog. Let's do on the other side. Soften the knees, look in front, take your left foot forward. Remember, use your hand to help it get there if you need to. Pressing down onto all toes, lift your body upright. Tummy in, bend your knees back knee as much as you need to, so the pelvis will tip forward. You get more stretch in the front of your right thigh, shoulders back. Take a deep breath here. Remember, you can come up a little higher if you need to, bend more if you want. Shoulders back, breathe in, lift your ribs up, not pop it forward, ribs up and back. Your arms pull back a little, feel your shoulder blades move in towards the spine and down the back. You don't want the head to push back so you feel your neck. You don't need to move your head to its maximum here. You don't need a lot of strain in your neck. another breath. To have that smooth movement, you need your core working. So tuck your tummy in. As you fall forward, you straighten the right leg, look slightly in front, all your left toes down. Bring your right hand down, turn your right ribs towards your left thigh. So again, we don't pull the arm back, we think of the left shoulder bit pulling into the spine. And we use the core, we use the right leg to work. So you don't lean onto the hand, tuck your tummy in. So choose your option. If you're using your legs to hold you up, when you move your right hand off the floor, your body will not shift much. Press into the outside of the thigh to give it a little more leverage. So if you have that range, palms together, so it's not just pushing your hands down, but you want your right ribs to turn a little more, and you use your left shoulder blade to pull in towards the spine. Keep your right leg straight. And release, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. And we move into pigeon. Tuck your tummy in, take your right knee forward, rotate the thigh out, knee to the wrist if possible, left knee down. So the right foot might be close to the left wrist, it might not be, it depends, but you want the thigh to be turning outwards. So if you're stuck here, use your block, put it under the butt and stay here. You may be able to bring it down. There's the slight tilt in the pelvis. Tuck your tummy in, contract the left glutes. You can stay here. If you feel too much in your lower back, release it slightly, come down. Okay, so if you want to come up, think of tightening that belt, squeezing your butt cheeks together, hold it here. And if you notice that you're not using your hands to push yourselves up, you can try lifting the hands up, or just one hand. Okay, you will feel your lower back, but not excessive strain. You should be feeling your left butt here. Hands down, tuck your left toes, knee up, step back into downward facing dog. And then we take the left forward, left knee come forward as your body shift forward, rotate left thigh up, flex the foot or your toes. Try to keep the right knee and the toes behind the hip. You don't want to just come here because you don't want too much strain in your spine. So you might end up here, that's fine. You don't have a block, use your hands to help. Okay, I'm doing it this way because I have a problem with my wrist. You can put your palms down. Or you can come down here. Let's just have the front of this knee stretching away from this hip. Tuck your tummy in, contract the glutes, and see if you are ready to have your hands up. If you feel too much in your lower back, please put your hands down and shift your body forward for some support. And release. Step back again to downward dog. Tuck toes, knees up, and left leg back. Dip your tail up and back. Keep your palms down. Lengthen to the spine. Let's just try to keep the hips stable. Don't shift it too much. Right heel down. Lift up. Left heel down. So the idea here is to try to stretch the hamstrings a little more, so both heels can go closer to the floor or both knees can straighten. So try to feel the stretch. Maybe you can try to straighten both knees, but not at the expense of your spine. So if you need to, just keep the knees slightly bent, keep the heels off, that's fine. Don't come here. And release, knees down a little wider, sit your butts back. If it's not comfortable, stay up here. Alright, and come into child's pose. Take another breath. Tucking the tummy in, put your hands under you and come up. Take your legs in front and come into forward bend to stretch out back small. You can bend your knees if you need to. Tip your sit bones back and bring your belly towards your thighs. Let the head hang down. You don't have to be anywhere close to the leg. As long as you feel a stretch in your back, your legs, your lower back. Belly in, eyes up, and slowly sit up. Let's just stretch out the outside of the thighs, the hips, which is commonly tight. So cross the legs, flex the right foot, turn your thigh out, pick up the foot. If you can, put it on the left thigh, close to the knee. If not, bring it closer or simply sit cross-legged. So the sit bones are even. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, fold forward. Once you find that you cannot move anymore, you allow the head to hang down without lifting your butt off. Your head doesn't need to be close to the floor. So usually in this pose, people would feel the stretch in the right butt, the top thigh, the hip joint. Some may feel the lower back. Belly in, eyes up, slowly sit up, coming to side bend, open your chest, breathe in, breathe out. Don't sink into the right arm, stretch away from the arm so you have a nicer curve, a smoother curve in your spine. And release, we change, so sit back, take your right leg in front, switch legs, flex the foot, ankle close to the knee if possible, if not it's fine. Take a deep breath, just make sure the knees are okay, and you fold forward from the hip joint. Belly in, eyes up, slowly sit up. Open your chest, come into side bend, stretch up and go over. So remember, we don't sink in, we curve as if there's a big ball under the left side. And you open up the right side of the ribs, breathing into the right side. And release. Relax the legs. Thank you again for joining me. Namaste. So any questions, just enter in the comments below and I'll try to answer as best as I can. Thank you.